Hello, fellow robot lovers. Hello, world. I got a package yesterday from Japan. I bought a couple of things off of Yahoo Auctions Japan. In that was a Furby I'm trying to repair, as well as this guy. So this is a Furby fake. This is a Space Robby II. There are 3 iterations of this robot. I don't know when they came out. I can only assume it was 1998 through 2000 at some point. The box doesn't say anything about it. So this is the Space Robby II box. He had a little platform and he just sat in here. Here's the lid. As you can see, focus, there you go. It says, "The more you play with me, the more I do. I will keep amazing you." If you are familiar with Furbies, that will remind you of something. It's the tagline that's on most of the Furby boxes. Now this, as I said, is a Japanese robot. It's a Space Robby II. Oh, and the only Japanese that's actually on the box is the lip for the top. It was like right here. You know, it came over the box. I don't know what it says. This is new something. New. As you can see, the robots on the box, which just tells you some of the functions, is not this guy. So this is actually a Space Robby I on the box. It is all silver. It doesn't have any translucent parts. The Space Robby III also exists. That one looks more like the II in that it has the semi-see-through red or blue body, but the threes have feet, so they have bigger wheels and they have like molded feet into the casing. At first glance, oops, his screw fell out. At first glance, he looks a little bit like a Furby. You'll probably see the most similarity in the eyes. So here is a normal 1998 English version. Well, I would assume. He's mute, so I don't really know. But here is a Furby for comparison. The Space Robby has a little bit of height with the casing if you brush down the Furby's hair. But if you turn them upside down, you can see that the base of it, so right here on the Furby, and obviously right here on the Space Robby, they are about the same size. I don't know how far that extends in. You can't really see all of the gears on the Space Robby. You can see some of them through the casing. Maybe I'll try to get pictures later and link them. But you can't really see what's going on. You can sort of see in the ear hole there. But as far as I can tell, it's pretty different from a Furby internally, because outside of one of the sensors and the ears, the Space Robby actually has more moving parts. So we'll set Arcadia aside. Here is the Robby again. Now, as you can see, like I've been saying 8,000 times because I don't know how to make a video, you can see through the body, so you can see the wires. I think it gives it a pretty cool look. It looks a little cheap, the plastic, but it's surprisingly sturdy. Like, you can't bend this at all. These you can bend a little bit, but it's not like it's gonna crack or anything, or it doesn't feel very thin or brittle or anything. Some of the functions on here, you can see it has a belly sensor, just like a Furby, built differently, obviously. And then it has these arms, which are movable on its own. The wheels don't, so it doesn't walk on its own, but you can move it front and back, forward and back yourself. It has a grill here, which lights up instead of a moving mouth. It has this, you know, like a helmet see-through part. I don't know what it's called. That's on there. It also has a head sensor. Here's the triangle of lights in there, Illuminati. You also have this backpack. It's just called a backpack. I don't know if it has any higher function than just putting random stuff in. It's actually almost the same size as the cartridge. Well, it's not almost the same size, but it might be able to fit a Game Boy Color cartridge, and I also got the Game Boy Color Dancing Furby game that was released in Japan. Can't get this back in. There we go. This, I believe, has the sound sensor. These are his ears. They light up. He has antennas, obviously. And then it's the same on that side. Oh, and he also has a sensor right here and this little button. Now, I don't speak Japanese. This robot does. Well, I speak it a little bit, but I don't know enough to be able to tell you what he's saying. And it's also a little garbled. I think I'd be able to understand it a little bit better if it was clear. It's not that the speaker isn't loud or anything, just the speech isn't very well recorded. There's two different voices, it seems. There's a more monotone robotic voice, and then there's a spoken Japanese voice, which is slightly auto-tuned, I guess. So, most notably though, when you take the battery compartment down, aside from the wheels, you'll see that it doesn't quite look like a normal Furby compartment. A normal Furby one, you know, you take down the lid, you put two batteries here, close it, and it starts to work. This one has this pull tab. You actually pull the entire battery housing out. There's two batteries on this side, two on this side. Just normal AA. He didn't have any batteries in him when I got him. He was new in box, by the way. So you put that in there. There's two contacts here. These little things. And let me get my screwdriver ready because he's going to start talking. Oh! He's just started dancing. I don't think I put it in right. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. And now his screw fell out. I'm just a mess. Robbie is a mess. Actually, his name is Jusu. I named him Juice because he looks like a juice can. There we go. So you heard a little bit right there. As you can see, his mouth lights up. He also has lights on his head. Illuminati. And these ear things also light up. So if we press this tummy sensor, let's turn him to the side. Oh, they speak for quite a long time at once. I don't know why. I don't know what they're saying. But it takes a while sometimes for them to stop talking before you can actually click another button on them. So I'll hit his head one and I'll turn it to the side so you can see his arms move and him lift and fall. See, he has the same motion as a Furby. He laughs at himself. See, he says "gomenasai." That means I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know what he'd be apologizing for. He's perfect. He doesn't need to apologize. So if you push this button, I love when he sings. They do a couple of different little tunes. I like that one, and I like the other whistling one that they do. Now they also have a light sensor and an IR sensor. So apparently they can talk to Furbies. I haven't been able to get that to happen, But if you put two Space Robbies together, now I don't know which two generations this extends through. But they can have a laser fight. So I guess they just flash lights at each other. But they can connect to each other and they can have a laser fight. If I get another one, I'll show that. There's my favorite. Oh, sometimes he does more. He goes, doot, 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 doot. That's really cute. And then they also have a light sensor. He went to the rest of the song. Now they also have a sound sensor, so sound warning, I'm going to clap my hands to make that go off. So just turn it down, pause it, go past it, whatever, but I'm gonna clap right now. There we go. Wow. Let's go through the buttons one more time to see if he does anything else. They have limited voice lines. Most of them sound pretty similar to me, but then again, I can't understand what's going on. But a lot of the phrases and a lot of the songs, they do repeat. I've never heard him go, "Aww." Sometimes the light stays on here and then here. I don't know why. I guess it's just a glitch. He actually worked right out of the box, which some Furbies don't even work right out of the box. I don't know when these were made, obviously, but it's kind of impressive. He's pretty well constructed. Now maybe I can get him to fall asleep. He's a lot to say. I want to see if he'll go to sleep because his snoring is pretty funny. So I'm just gonna leave him over here. I don't think he'll react to sound because it doesn't seem to be very strong. I'll just let him there until he actually goes to sleep. We're gonna take a look at the manual because I realized I forgot to show it. It's all in Japanese. There's no English instructions at all, which I wouldn't expect there to be. But it's weird because the box has only English except for that one part. So as you can see here, it details some of the things you can make it do. Here's just showing all the way the lights are. does go to sleep. His snoring is weird. Okay, that was a nice song, thank you. He moves forward and back, they say things, these two can talk to each other. I think you have to push the head to make them talk. Like I said, I've tried that. I cannot get them to connect with a Furby. When I get another Space Robby, because I do want to get a blue one, I will try to make that happen. And then here, they can... I don't know what this is trying to say it's doing. I haven't seen him do anything like that. You can clap. This one has 4 of them. I don't know why. This is showing the reset button. I lied. It says reset. There. That's the only English part of this. There he is. And the back just has this. Now, I don't know if he has a tilt sensor. I don't think he does. I'm just gonna let him sit like this until he eventually falls asleep. If it takes too long, I will rush through the video and only show that part. I think the blinking lights are pretty cute when it's just idle, sitting there. And there you see that he is asleep. His lights are still going. His eyes will stay closed until you lift him up, hit a button, or, you know, take the batteries out and put them back in. So I'm gonna call that the end of the video. He's shown most of his functions. I don't know how to get him to do all of his voice lines outside of just randomly pressing buttons. I hope you enjoyed this little overview of a Space Robby II. When I get more, when I get other Furby fakes, I will try to make videos of those as well. Thank you and good night.